Good morning. So we will go for the another conditions of the solid. That is, you can see here the axis inclined to the horizontal plane and parallel to the vertical plane. And second condition is axis inclined to VP and parallel to the HP. So how you are going to draw the axis inclined to the one plane and parallel to the other plane. So let us imagine this is a square prism. So let us take this just as an example of square. You can take a brick also, brick, ituga. So it will have a square shape having its axis length with some x. So height will be there, length will be there, and also breadth. So now let us take this as an example that this is a square prism having the axis spread. This present stage, the axis is parallel to horizontal plane as well as parallel to vertical plane. So in the previous cases, that is line inclined to the planes. So what we have seen is when a line is inclined to the horizontal plane, the first assumption that we have taken, that is the line is parallel to both the planes. And then next what we have did is we have made inclination with the horizontal plane. First condition, the same terms of lines and the solids is also same. So when a solid is inclined to the horizontal plane, the first assumption that we have to make is the solid is parallel to the horizontal plane. The solid is parallel to the horizontal plane, or the axis of the solid is parallel to the horizontal plane and parallel to the vertical plane. So what is the condition here? What we have to show is the axis inclined to the horizontal plane and parallel to the vertical plane. First assumption is we have to take the axis parallel to both the planes, right? So when the axis is parallel to both the planes, what is the top view and what is the front view of the object? Okay, so now you can see the front view of an object, that is the solid is, it is a rectangle shape. It is a rectangle shape. Though it is a square prism, we can see a rectangular face. Okay, so now I will draw a rectangular shape here. Okay, this is the front view of an object. Okay, let me draw a little bit right. Okay, this is the front view of an object. And what is the top view of an object? This is the top view. Top view is also a rectangle. So now what I will do is simply I will draw two projectors from the end of this line and I will draw the top view. So here the naming is also important. I will write the name of the top of the base as a 1, 2, 3, 4 and A, B, C, D in the bottom. So right, let me write, this is 1, 2, this is 1, this is 2, and behind the 2 it is 3 and this one is 4. And here A, so this one is A, B, this is comma C, this is behind point, and this is comma D. So when you are seeing from the top, what are the points visible? This is 1, 2, 3, 4 are visible and A, B, C, D are invisible. So that simply I can write down, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3 and this is 4. The top numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 are visible. And what about the bottom points? So 1 comma A, 2 comma B, 3 comma C and 4 comma D. So these are the visible points that you have to mention immediately after the drawing the projections, otherwise it makes you very confused, right? What about the next condition? So here we have taken the assumption that the solid, so here this is the, let me take, this is the axis of the solid. So now the axis of the solid, and this is also the axis of the solid. The axis of the solid, now if you take these two lines, it says that the axis of the line is parallel to both the planes. Then what is the given condition here? Axis inclined to the horizontal plane. So now what I will do is simply I'll try to make this axis inclined to the horizontal plane. So this is inclination to the horizontal plane. Whatever the inclination, I will give it by theta. Okay. So now simply I will shift the same figure to this one. So now I will take 1 and 4, 1, 4 AB on this line. I will draw a perpendicular line here, as now the axis is perpendicular to this line. Okay. So now I will name it as 1, 4, A, D. Okay, this line. And whatever the length is there, I will draw a line parallel to the axis, two lines, and I will end this one. So simply I am shifting this figure. I am shifting this figure to here with inclination. Simply I will drag it and I will rotate it. Okay. So after that, when you are seeing from the top, what is visible? Let us take this one. Okay. I will turn this one. You are seeing from the top. This is the face. Now this is the face, right? When I turn with horizontal plane, which view you can see? So you can see this view, this particular face, as well as this face also. When it is parallel, that is when it is perpendicular or parallel, you can see only one face. When I make it inclination with the horizontal plane like this, you can observe this point, this face, and as well as this one. So whether it will be visualized in this picture or not, let us see. Okay. Now what I will do is, I will draw the projectors from the front view. So see here, I will draw the projectors. And I have drawn the projectors. I think it may be light, so you can imagine that. I am drawing the projectors with respective corners of the square grid. And once again, I will draw the projectors from the top view of the object. So now, which we is going to see visualized? Where I am seeing from the top, these 2 points are visible. So now, this is first point and this is fourth point. This is 1. Okay, this is 1. And a bottom one may be A. And here this is fourth point. Okay. And top point 2 and 3. So here this is 2 and this is 3. Okay, this is 2 and this is 3. So now this one are dashed. Okay, then next, what is another face? So here, when you see from the top, you can also see these points. So these points are nothing but B, and this point is comma C. So now which one is invisible? So here only these 2 points A and D are invisible. So these points, this is A and D are invisible. So now how to mark which one is visible? This total face is visible. So now I will draw a dark line here. Okay. Then next, this face is also visible. The base of solid is also visible. So now I will draw this face. Okay. And which one is invisible? This point when you are seeing from the top, only this particular corner is invisible. So simply what I do is I will make it with the dotted lines. So this is how you are going to see. So now if you see, this face is visible and also this face is visible. This one is nothing but this particular face. Okay, this one. And what about this one? This face is nothing but this one. Okay, this is how we are going to explain this one, right? So coming to the another condition, axis inclined to the vertical plane. Axis inclined to the vertical plane will parallel to the horizontal plane. So when the axis is inclined to the vertical plane, what we should do? So we have to take the axis is parallel to the vertical plane and we have to make the parallel plane inclination. So as usually the same thing we have to make this one. So right, the first thing you have to draw the two rectangles. So where the axis is parallel to both the planes, this is the assumption. And next one is axis inclined to the vertical plane. So what we have it parallel to both planes, axis inclined to VHP, so that we have made inclination to the horizontal plane. Here in this case, we have to draw an inclined line with the vertical plane. So with the 5 degrees, the same picture I am going to draw here. So this is the thing. Okay, and now I'll try to project all these points to the base, right? And I'll project the front points. Okay, front view. Then now, when you are seeing from the front, which one is visible? So this particular face is visible. So this face is visible, and this one is visible, and this one is also visible. So now I'll completely draw the line and simply I draw it. And which one is invisible? This particular part is invisible. So give the naming as usually by like this, so that you will get the points. So this is the shortest surface that you can see visualizing the front view. So simply this is vice versa. Okay, this is the third applicable conditions that we have seen, that is axis inclined to the horizontal plane and parallel to the vertical plane, and the second one is axis inclined to the vertical plane and parallel to the horizontal plane. And next in the further videos we will see the axis inclined to both the planes. Okay, thank you.